Make some noise for your host, Kid Copious.
What up, perps? Kid Copious, back in the bunker, Purple State Party. You know what we're doing here. We're representing America, the center, common sense, and things that go boom. Alright, so, I'm really pissed right now, and I'll tell you why. Because, we had this thing with Afghanistan. I don't know if thing's a proper word, but we watched Joe Biden, we watched the Democrats, we watched the pussy leadership in the military fall in line to this dithering old fool who just wanted to get out so he could do a victory lap and then shit himself and then turn his back on America. He had those Democrats on the ropes, boom, 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 on the ropes. In California, fucking up, Newsom, Gascon's coming up on a recall possibly. Cuomo got thrown out there. The press is starting to turn on Biden. The press is turning on Psaki. People are starting to kind of see maybe that they're angry vote. But no. I don't get to focus on that. I get to focus on this shit right here. The Texas heartbeat law, which bans abortions after 6 weeks, and it could save thousands of unborn lives, will save thousands of unborn lives, and condemn how many of them to squalor? How many of them to abuse or horrible conditions, being born drug addicted? No excuse. So if you get raped, you have to deliver a baby? That's the way it works? Incest? You have to deliver the baby? Are you fucking kidding me? These are the same people who are against things like vaccine mandates and mask mandates. They're Republicans. They're supposed to be for less government intrusion. And they're just going to do this. They're going to pass this. And we didn't think it would happen, but it did. Texas... And you see in the back there, you see that girl held in the sign. I'm the pro-life generation. Bravo. Then if you get pregnant, have a fucking baby. Okay? But you're telling other people what they have to do. And you're doing it in the most slimy, gross fucking way possible. That's what makes it even worse. Not only... there's no way that most women who get pregnant will even know that they're pregnant until after 6 weeks. That's the sneaky part. The sneaky part is that instead of trying to outright ban it, which is against Roe versus Wade and decisions that have been made in the Supreme Court already, no, they're saying go ahead and abort your baby, and then somebody's going to sue the doctor and possibly even the Uber driver who drove you there. We're going to sue them. And the person who does the suee or the suer or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be, he gets $10,000. So they're just trading a baby's life for 10 grand. That's what they're doing. And how is this going to stop the rich or the middle class? They're just going to go out of state. This lawsuit, by the way, even allows out of state suits. So they're not protecting babies. They're figuring out ways to make lawyers rich because they're not really stopping it. They're just simply saying that if you do it, somebody's going to get sued. That's fucking gross. They're not stopping anything. They're not going to stop the rich people from flying out of town. No, it'll just have to go underground. Underground abortions. Wow. And there were women who signed this. And now look, another person I respect, right down the fucking toilet. Right down the toilet because she wants to do the same goddamn thing. Are you people crazy? Do you want to make sure that Democrats continue to run California and New York, the two largest population centers? Do you want to make sure that people don't vote for Republicans because they're scared of this? Young women? I'm sorry, but man, if somebody's raped and you're essentially saying that the doctor who performs it will be hit with a lawsuit and you'll be hit with a lawsuit and they're going to sue everybody who aids and abets in it, because they're going to sue everybody. They'll sue the fucking receptionist. No, they're going to make you have the rapist baby. That's what they're going to do. Saying that they're for law and order, but then they're going to punish the victims. What kind of shit is this out of the Republicans? I thought we had some common sense in Texas. I thought Texas actually stood somewhat of a chance of going purple because of the rise of more liberal cities like Austin. Maybe it could start to balance out. Maybe we could get that perfect harmonization of government. But no, this is what they do. And now, there goes Kristi Noem's chances for president. Because you're going to scare the shit out of people with this kind of talk. And you're not saving lives. You're condemning lives. That's what you're doing. The rich people, the people who can afford them to have a baby, they're going to leave town. If you want to incentivize adoptions, fine. Incentivize adoptions. Pay them. Pay them to deliver the baby. Pay them to go through all of that pain and grief. Because all you're doing now is just condemning a bunch of babies to a shitty life. All right? You don't know. You either don't know or you're past your birthing years. Because this is bullshit and you know it. Just going to leave this up. I don't have much to say about it, but it's propaganda. What they're doing about January 6th. It's propaganda. It's covering Biden's ass. It's covering BLM. It's covering Antifa. Okay? It's trying to excuse it, and the press should be calling it the bullshit that it is, not enabling it.
Make some noise for your host, Kid Copious.
What up, perps? Kid Copious, back in the Purple State Party. You know what we're doing here. We're representing America, the center, common sense, and things that go boom. All right, so, I'm really pissed right now. And I'll tell you why. Because, we had this thing with Afghanistan. I don't know if thing's a proper word. But we watched Joe Biden, we watched the Democrats, we watched the pussy leadership in the military fall in line to this dithering old fool who just wanted to get out so he could do a victory lap and then shit himself and then turn his back on America. He had those Democrats on the ropes, boom, 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 on the ropes. In California, fucking up, Newsom, Gascon's coming up on a recall possibly. Cuomo got thrown out there. The press is starting to turn on Biden. The press is turning on Psaki. People are starting to kind of see maybe that their angry vote. But